Sony buys Bungie for $3.6 billion, a new Grand Theft Auto game is announced, and Nintendo shuts down a YouTube soundtrack channel. Let's recap the gaming news of the week. A YouTube channel which hosted videos showcasing soundtracks from Nintendo games was hit with over 1,000 copyright claims. After looking at the videos that still currently existed while writing the script, I can see why Nintendo shut down the channel. As someone who is more than willing to talk about and defend YouTube channels from unwarranted copyright strikes, I can't really side with the channel in this case. The many videos the channel had was simply art or cover art of the game with the soundtrack playing. Unfortunately, this type of video does not fall under fair use. Karl has made comments in the past knowing full well that his channel could be closed down at any time. Also, to make clear, he never monetized any of his videos. In any case, video game soundtracks are still music, so if the owner of the song sees that a channel is using their music in a way they disapprove of, they can strike down the channel at any time. Fair use, or your country's equivalent, can only go so far, and the videos I've been able to look at from the Wayback Machine is just as bad as posting regular music on YouTube. The reason why other channels may not receive a copyright claim is usually because the video isn't focusing on the music itself. Instead, they're just playing the game and talking over it, where the game and voiceover is priority over the music. Nintendo isn't the only company to do this. Square Enix has the same policy as well with music and even certain cutscenes that are used in Kingdom Hearts, for example. This is something any company can do, big or small. Unless you have direct permission to use their music or even record their game, you should always try to transform that content. A great recent example is Totally Not Mark's channel that reviews anime episodes. Recently, his channel was on the verge of a shutdown, but thanks to YouTube intervening, they were able to keep the videos up and the channel alive by having the videos blocked in Japan. Since Japan's policies are very strict, making anime reviews are not an easy thing to do without getting taken down. I can remember the multiple times Toei Animation also went after Team 4-Star and their Dragon Ball Z Abridged series. Back on topic, Gilva's channel did not transform that content, but simply showcased the music. It is important to make clear that Nintendo claimed the channel and not striked it down. From this tweet by Gilva, they also blocked the videos, which I assume means they blocked the videos from appearing in multiple regions. There is a small argument to be made that Nintendo soundtracks aren't readily available on streaming services such as Spotify, but that is a decision made by Nintendo. So while it is a shame Nintendo doesn't stream their music, only Nintendo has the right to distribute it. Anyone else who isn't Nintendo cannot take it upon themselves to upload Nintendo's music they do not own to YouTube without facing consequences. Gilva is not going to fight this and will be shutting down the channel. I wish the best of luck to Gilva and their future projects. Rockstar Games announces their next project, which will be a new Grand Theft Auto game. Rockstar's goal is to have the sequel be a significant improvement to GTA 5. GTA 5 was a revolutionary game which generated $1.15 billion within its first week. We don't have any details yet as to what the setting of this new game will be around, or what characters we may be seeing in this game. More information will be available as soon as they are ready, and hopefully we'll hear more about this game sometime around E3. After Microsoft's purchase of Activision Blizzard for $68 billion, Sony acquires Bungie for $3.6 billion. Bungie, currently known for their large MMO shooter, Destiny 2, wants to do more than just create games, as in we may possibly see Destiny 2 and other projects, such as a movie or a series much like what Sony is currently doing with Twisted Metal. Although Destiny 2 is a major part of Bungie, they are also planning on creating brand new games. After this recent acquisition, Sony announced to have 10 live service games released by March of 2026. While Sony is well known for having some great single-player games, they are now shifting focus to bring live service games as well, which would most likely be multiplayer focused. With these recent acquisitions, the gaming community is concerned as to what the future may bring. And for those hoping this would be the last one for a while, well, I have some bad news. There's also some ramblings going on that Sony is planning to purchase another company. We don't currently know which ones they may be, and we'll have to wait and see, but it won't be long until we know. The FTC will begin the US antitrust review of the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. With this being one of the largest purchases in gaming history, there's a lot of uncertainty at this point with what to expect. Although Microsoft does have a gaming division under Xbox, with Microsoft also being a tech giant, the FTC will investigate to see if this purchase will harm competition. The acquisition itself is scheduled to take about 1 year to complete, but with this current review, we shall see if there are any delays to the current plans. We'll be waiting for more info on what comes from this review, and for more insight on this topic, I highly do recommend watching Hogue Law. The first season of Battlefield 2042 is delayed until early summer. Along with this season, we're still waiting for crucial updates to bring features into the game that should have been in the game from launch. Features such as a working scoreboard and an in-game cross-platform voice comms. Although it is great to see the developers are working to improve the game, it may be too little too late to bring momentum back to 2042. Many players, including myself, were very disappointed with how poorly the game was handled. Unless there is massive improvement that happens fast, 2042 may find itself being a lost cause before the end of the year, when the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is released, as well as word of Warzone 2 being released sometime in the near future. We may possibly see the reveal of Modern Warfare 2 this coming May, which should put more pressure on DICE to turn 2042 around. The Battlefield franchise has been on shaky ground for a while now, and from here on out, Portal mode may have to be the main focus of the franchise. There are not that many AAA games out there that gives players as much freedom to create custom game modes as Portal mode currently does. A more refined version of Portal with more theaters, such as Battlefield 4, may have to be the way to go for the future. From a tweet made by YouTube Japan, a membership gaming program is being tested and rolled out to select channels. YouTube may finally be turning the corner to provide quality of life upgrades to their live streaming services that may rival Twitch. YouTube still has many other things to change to compete with Twitch, such as better moderation tools, cleaning up the browsing tab, finding new channels, and switching to other live streams. The experience as a viewer is not as streamlined as Twitch is in these ways. However, YouTube including gifted memberships is a step in the right direction. Let's see how long we'll have to wait for more updates. We currently don't know if this is only for Japanese channels, or if there will be an official launch of memberships in any capacity. For gaming news and more, please consider subscribing and leaving a like on this video. And that is the recap for the week. Let me know what you're most excited for this year and if there's any stories I may have missed. So until then, I am Mr. Rain, and I will see you next time.